Alright, welcome back to my channel once again. This is Digital Relaxation, and I'm going to talk about Fortnite, Chapter 2. Well, I'm going to talk about my experience overall, but I'm going to mainly talk about my first impressions about Chapter 2. But, yeah, so I'm going to talk about like how I got into Fortnite and everything as well. So starting with Fortnite, I never heard anything about this game for like when it first came out or nothing. I was just like bored on my Xbox, and I kept seeing on my friend list like a lot of people playing Fortnite. And I didn't know what this was. This was probably back in, I don't know, season 2, 3, possibly 3. I don't know I gotta find out the release date for the Xbox version. So whoever season coincides with that's pretty much around when I started. So it was a brief history with the game because I literally like started at one game just to see how it would go, and I just didn't see anything appealing about it. Granted, this game was way before like all the Twitch streaming hype and all like the tryhards and all of that. So this game at the point in time when I was playing it was very bare bones. So nobody wasn't doing anything special. So I was treating it like it was just a normal third person game, and it was just like, I don't know, it was just too open world for me, because this is not my first experience with Battle Royale, as I was into watching a streamer play H1Z1 Battle Royale, and I even tried it myself, but I was like when I had like a crappy laptop, so then it didn't go well. But so I understand what Battle Royale was, but I don't know, I guess I didn't see any of the charms from H1Z1 that went into this, so I didn't understand it. So I just literally like played one game, uninstalled it from my Xbox, and I was like, alright, I'm done. It wasn't until probably the next season later, that would probably be season 4, because I do remember my friends having certain characters from them, but it wouldn't be till season 4 when my friends would start playing it again, and I was like, alright, whatever, I'll play. And also that's a video I uploaded on YouTube when I was streaming it during that time. As you can see, I was like terrible. I didn't get to kill that entire video, but we still got carried to the victory. So once again, like, yeah, I still didn't understand anything. I didn't build. And here's my thing with building. I understand that it's like a revolutionary thing, like not a game changer, but I don't know. I understand, because the thing about third person games should usually have a cover system. Like that's how they should all work, because it's not first person, it's not just a hand in a gun, so you gotta actually hide your body and you gotta be aware of your surroundings. So the idea of coming up with creating your own barrier to hide behind, I understand it. I just didn't like that people turned it into a competition. Like it became less about actually trying to kill someone and just outbuilding somebody. So I would literally like have games where I would just stand there and just watch people build these towers and then just wait for them to come back down and I would kill them, and I'm like, you did all of that for what? So I was like telling to myself that I probably just won't build like ever, and probably only use builds like honestly just to get to high places that I need to get to. But other than that, I won't use it for like fights like that. I'll probably just build a simple like wall and ladder just to hide behind, but that's it. And I would win games like that. So I was like, I don't know. I was kind of like proving the point that you don't need to do all of this extra stuff with the building to be good at the game. So I don't know. That was just me. But yeah, so I got back into it, but then it slowly died again. Like I have an on and off relationship with Fortnite, so it's a lot of I get back into it and it would die, get back into it again, and it would die. So I died off on that again, and I didn't get back into it until the release for the Switch version came out, and when I was playing that, like I was on that version like a lot because I would notice that a lot of people who I guess didn't really know how to play the game or just didn't know how to work the Joy-Cons as well as they would do whoever plays, with mouse and keyboard players or console players, or maybe this is their first time, like I said, playing it. They were just bad, and I would just like outplay them and like win countless games, and that was like getting my drive, my adrenaline back up, I guess, just like toying with these kids and just like destroying them any chance I got. So that was fun for a while, but I eventually overplayed it to the point that I messed up my Joy-Cons, which gives me the drift effect now. They consider the drift effect like when your joysticks would just like drift to a direction without you touching it. So it would ruin my fights a lot because I would try to fight people, but he would just aim somewhere else without me trying to aim, and I would just miss my shots and lose. So yeah, but eventually I started meeting other people, and they were like very, very like into Fort. Like at some point you could consider it religiously, but yeah. So I would play with them, and it was fun at the time. Like we would have winning games, we also have losing games, but I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't enjoy it personally. Like it was fun just to play with somebody, I guess, because most of my friends at the time, they either like died off or they would play on their own and would not really tell nobody that they playing on some sneaky stuff. But you know, that's dumb. So that would mainly be it. So I was playing, I would probably say heavy from around season 5 all the way to 9, probably. Yeah, so I was playing it a lot from there. I don't think I got a battle pass until season 6, maybe 7. Yeah, probably 7. That was probably the first time I got a battle pass for season 7. So I was going through the game like normal, and that was because of all of those seasons I would play. Because I would max out my battle pass without getting my battle pass and all the previous seasons. So all my V-Bucks was just piling up at that point. So I was like able to get a battle pass by that time. So, and from there, like the way the game works, if you get a battle pass, and depending on how you save your money, you should always have enough to get it next season battle pass, so you don't ever have to actually buy it. So that was that. Then it wasn't until season X, season 10, whatever, the previous season before this one now, I didn't like it at all. Like, it was just extremely boring. Like, the features they put in the game, the stuff they try to put in the game, the stuff they try to remove, it was just lame. I didn't like it at all. And at this time as well, I was already like heavily into Apex Legends, so I already had like found a new love. So I have gotten the battle pass for season X, but I only played like, because the way that it works, it goes by weeks, like challenges. It goes weekly, so it lets you know when when the season gonna be up. But I only played 3 weeks, and I was barely. So 3 weeks top out of what, like 10 weeks, 11. I'm not sure how much the weeks last in Fortnite, but yeah, I was completely done with the game at that point in time. So I was prepared to just say I'm done. Not gonna play the next season. I'm gonna uninstall it on everything. I was going to try to do the event, but there was an issue with that, and I will get into that in a bit because I want to talk about all the other events. Now, on the events, I'm not sure when it started, because I know usually they would have like these season and I guess events to try to like explain why things is gonna change or try to make some story, which I have no clue what the story is. I personally think the story is kind of he try to get into it, so I don't know. So yeah, so I don't know. So I played when I was playing. I know the event. I don't know what season it was, where it was like the traveler was like making rifts through time. I don't know what season that was. Probably season 6. No, probably 5. 6 or 5, one of those. I don't remember. But he would like make a rift through time or whatever. I didn't know that event was even happening. I guess I just did not play that specific day, so that event completely just went past me. So the next one, I don't remember all of them, so I'm going to talk about the ones that I did remember participating for, which was only like 3. So one was the Marshmello concert. I personally thought that was a great one, but I didn't catch it live. I caught the the encore version or something. It was alright. Like, the idea of it was amazing, like to incorporate somebody to do something like that could just bring possibilities for future events, like to incorporate artists, not only just like playing a song in the background, but to actually put them in the game as a character and make them interact with the game. So that was great. The next one was the Ice King, which is my personal favorite, only because to me that was the only one that actually like changed the map, even though it wasn't for a long time. But the man literally froze the entire map for and I thought that was dope. I don't think any of the other seasons really, well, besides the Traveler one, because obviously the Rifts was it became a staple in the game after that event happened. So, but because I said I wasn't there for that one, so I can't count it. But that one where it froze the entire map, but then the map started to dissolve, but one portion of the map, of course, stood frozen. And then I was there for the battle between the giant robot and the monster. That one, it was good, everything that was happening in it, but once again, like I said, for story wise and all that, it was a lot of stuff just didn't make sense when you try to get deep into it, and I was like, why is this even happening? So it was just a lot of questions and answers moments, but it was still dope to just watch that. And like I said, it didn't really change anything in the map or in the story. All it did was just leave a giant skull in the middle of this map, and some places were damaged, but other than that, that was it. Now I was gonna talk about the season 10 X event, the one that broke the game. We was trying to get into this one, but I don't know, the lobbies were just too full, and we could not get in, and we missed it. So when I tried getting in, the event had already happened, so it would take you to the black hole moment. And of course, that was just like everybody was just sitting there confused with the Pikachu face. Like, what's happening to Fortnite? Is it dead? Is it over? I don't know. And I'm just like, I'm sure it's gonna come back. I'm just gonna play some Apex. So, I mean, I seen it. It was alright. It was like the season 10 event. No, I mean not the 10, 9, the battle, but just like on a larger scale. So it was good, but yeah. And now we finally came from the black hole and opened up a new world or whatever the storyline is, but we're in a new place now, and it's a new game. Well, I don't know if they would consider it a new game. It's Fortnite 2, Chapter 2. But, like I said, I was about done with Fortnite before this. Like, a season before this, I was done with Fortnite. So, I, of course, got convinced into just trying it. I was like, alright, I'll try it. Whatever. And I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard, like, the changes they made were good changes. I know some people say that I think it's harder to level up in this game because I personally never, I don't know, like, if I was trying hard enough to stay in the games, usually I would max out my battle pass. Like I said, I was maxing out battle passes without the battle pass itself, which would give you XP boosts, and I was just doing it normally because that's when I was heavy in the game. So like, of course, if you heavy into the game, you're gonna reach a high tier regardless. And like I said, I think in season 10, I was close to the end of the battle pass, and I only played 3 weeks, like I said. So I played probably like 2 more weeks, I would have maxed it out. So it's not that hard. But this one, they made it because it's not the tiers. It's like one whole tier. Of course, you just get more bonus stuff with the battle pass. So there's that. But there's, because they go through the same weekly challenges, but this time it only awards you XP and not battle pass points, at least from my memory. Because the previous ones, where if you would do certain things, they'll give you like these battle stars, I guess, I don't know, battle points, whatever, and it'll add to your whole battle point overall. If you get 10, you go to the next tier of the battle pass. So it was a quick way to just get level up. So now they're just doing this by strictly XP. Like, they make this game strictly XP based. So they want you to really like play and grind on this game. And they have these daily, like, they usually have daily challenges, but they usually only have like one challenge a day. So, and I think you can only stack up to like 3 challenges, if I'm not mistaken, if you like try to stack up the challenges. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but because usually I would not play all the time, and I usually have like challenges stacked up. But this one, they give you like these XP punch cards, where it's like probably 8 things you can do, and you keep doing it, it'll just keep giving you more and more XP bonuses. So I don't know, I'm not playing it enough to say that it's a slow grind, but it's not like, I don't feel that there's an issue with it. I guess there's a lot of things you can do, such as just fishing gives you XP, opening chests give you XP, like the normal things that you normally do in the game. Well, I'm not sure you used to get XP for them before, but at least now they're letting you know, like, almost everything you do in the game gives you XP. So it's like, there's no reason for you to not get something before like every game. Like, even if you like land and die since you start, usually if you like land and open a chest or something, you already got XP just from doing that. So yeah. The next thing I noticed, I don't know if they changed anything or if it's just a feeling, but they made the game feel more third person. It's hard to explain how I'm wording that, but it's like it feels more, I don't know, like it feels more right to control your character, I guess. Opposed to how it was before. Like, I don't know, it was a lot of bounciness, but now it's like I said, it's hard to explain it, but it like the controls feel more better. Like it feels more tight in this one. The next thing, it could be an issue or it could be a good, depending on you and your point of view, but they added bots in this game. And I noticed, well, it's good for me because it changed my playstyle completely, like around from how I used to play. Like before, I used to play a lot more strategic because I'm used to playing games like that, such as Siege and Apex. I'm mostly into first-person shooter games, so seeing that, like, I don't know how much people are bots. You can't really tell. So I would just push everybody, honestly, and it will work out. And I don't know if it's a console thing or not, but I'm noticing on the Switch at least. I don't know if it's bot heavy on the Switch or if it's just people. Or I'm not trying to say they bad, but it's like it feels like the Switch when it first came out all over again. Like the people act like they don't know how to play the game anymore. I don't know what happened there. And I literally went on like a 10-game win streak. Like I was upset because I have no capture card for my consoles. I literally did a pistol only challenge where I just used the pistol the whole game, and I won. And I'm like, I don't know what happened to the skill gap for the Switch players, or if it's just the bots that's in the game. So, like I said, that's good for people who want to like cause XP boost, but for the competition and I guess the thrill of fighting other people, it's like it's kind of gone. And that's always a personal thing for me. Like when I play games and somebody will lead the team, even if it's just the opposite person on the team, like my competitive level just completely decreased. Like I feel like I don't want no handout wins, I guess. Like I want to always like try to be better than the next team or the best person. And it's like the person don't have a complete team, or if they're not even a real person at all, it's like why bother? So yeah. But overall, I really actually like this one. I'm not sure how heavy I will be into it. So for now, I do recommend like people playing this one, even if like for returning players who probably got turned off from it, or even if you just never tried Fortnite before and want to know what the fuss is about now, this is not a bad one to start with. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, my history and my first impressions of Fortnite. So hope you guys enjoy. And I was very upset with this because I was going off this whole game and this man just trapped me and won. I was mad. But I mean, I guess it's after you play against PC people. I'm using a controller. I refuse to build with a mouse and keyboard. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.